Hello, everybody. We are here. We are going to be doing today's patch content. We're going to start with the story. And we'll go from there. Story, alliance raid, and then go from there. Let's go. A royal invitation. Bolwog is eager to hear how you've been getting on. It's a pleasure as always, Naruto. Have you been able to relax lately? Wonderful. As busy as you have been with the Rite of Succession among other things, you deserve an opportunity to experience tutorial laws at a more leisurely pace. Simply the tacos at Zotatari is one such way to do so. They're made the traditional way and laden with fillings and absolutely sublime. If you have an empty stomach, the owner, Brook Ruth, will look after you. Well, if it isn't Naruto. Alone today, are you? I see. If you have a hankering for tacos, then they're on the house. Consider it a token of gratitude for help in tracking down those treasures. Go ahead, find a table. I'll bring you your meal as soon as it's ready. Oh. You still love tacos, I hope. You ate so many when you turned 5. You could barely move afterwards. Remember that? No. Not really. That was 30 years ago for me. Right. Sorry. It's still strange for me, too. Just the other day, you were a little boy, clinging to your mother's skirt as you set off her, and now you're a man grown with full face of hair. Even so, I knew you were my son the instant I saw you. We're still family, and you can always rely on me. Lying. That feels like the only thing I'm doing right now. On you and everyone else. I can't even start a fire with the assistants at my new job. Back in Alexandria, we had electro. If I needed fire, all I had to do was press a button. Everything was at our fingertips. But here, I'm helpless. A culinarian who can't even light the stove. The way the others in the kitchen stare at me. Gods. I felt so embarrassed. I'm sorry to hear that. I've been told the tales, but it seems life really is different within the dome. My wife and children, I was thinking things said at this rate. I say you said, if they're your family, then I need to. I'll do whatever it takes to make it work. Nothing's stronger than family, man. I didn't mean to overhear, but it seems you're having trouble readjusting to life in Toriolo. Val Wokamont. To aid folks like yourself, we established a support group at the Wing of Reflection. There you can learn the skills you need to live outside the domain. It isn't easy being back, I know, but I'm hopeful that you can make things easier. That's exactly what I need. I definitely seek this out. I'll bring my wife. I'll bring my family with me. Thank you. Oh, look who it is. I was just about to go find you, Naruto. You don't mind the company I help if he's about to beat myself. Come, join me. Ah, the tacos here never disappoint. So what you been up to lately? I've been making a name for myself at the Arcadia. You're fighting in the arena in Alexandria? I'm facing off against tough opponents. I believe you honed your skills even further. As for myself, I've been keeping busy with duties at the palace. But whenever I find a moment, I like to walk the streets and talk to people. That way I can better understand the problems they have and serve them a corner to figure out solutions. I was on such walk now just now, and as I mentioned, I was hoping to find you. Kona and I have something we want to discuss. As Dawn says, do you have time to come to the palace? Great, I'll go ahead. Please come join us once you're finished here. Oh god. Ow. But yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing what this new quest is. Hold on, I need to see something real quick. Looking at the world map, we still got like this area over here, like this area down there. Oh, I need to go to Old Sarlene real quick. I need to search. Okay, I really wanted to do the... Okay, so we got a present from the past. A present from the present. Okay. This is the Pandemonium epilogue, and I've wanted to know what this was for the longest time. So we'll go do this real quick, and then we'll get back into the story immediately. Oh, you must be Naruto. Why, you look exactly as Professor Colleen described. It's a pleasure to finally meet you. I'm the professor's new assistant, you see. The stories of your foray into Pandemonium have been as endless well of knowledge and entertainment. In fact, there's a small matter that has arisen with regards to the facility that he wishes to discuss with you, thus my seeking you out. He asks that you stop by Aporia at the early communes. Alright, let's do this. But yeah, this is very interesting. I did not think we would go get a really... Okay, let's see. Naruto, you are ever a sight for sore eyes. I trust you've been well since last we spoke? Good, good. Now, as much as I'd like to reminisce, it will serve us both better if I cut to the quick. I asked you here to discuss a matter concerning Ether Roxas, who I'm sure you remember. I certainly do, for his memory resides within me still. Ever so often my eyelids glimpse the grim spectacle of the final days, though there are visions of a simpler time. In one, I saw a warder under siege by colleagues, and demanding to know why a tiny was running amok in the halls of Pandemonium. Upon hearing the amendment was created out of profound amount of admiration, my past self gave only a rueful smile. Then Thermus would have been far superior choice of subject. Alas, I suppose you've never seen the man. An individually revealing deflection, he believes, as Thermus' duties as emissary kept him away from Pandemonium. Doubtless grew to miss his dear friend. We know that what Thermus looks like, so we thought, why not make a mammoth here and send it as a gift? We employed a local artisan to take care of the first step. The resulting work is masterful indeed. Since you're the only one amongst us who can return to Pandemonium, might I ask you to deliver this to Enteros? $1. It looks like me too. You don't think he would want $1? Look like me too? Aw. I'm joking. I jest. This portion of our funding only extends so far. Alas, he might very well. As I recall more of his memories, I noticed that he seldom for his own desires. Perhaps it was an unspoken rule in society of the ancients. Nonetheless, we would very much like to do something for him. A small kindness that releases the open. I imagine you can still reach Pan from the Nessus and Elpis. Once there, the keywords will certainly assist you in tracking them down. But yeah, I like the Pandemonium raids. It was a good raid series. And I'm still hoping we get more for... I want some more of the Ultimate Seraph. Because she did say... She kind of did, like, say, like, yo, I'm not done with y'all yet. I kind of believe that we're going to deal with her as the next, like, major big bad. And when I mean major big bad, I mean, like, maybe the next 10 years. So let's see what we got here. Are you returning to us so soon, Naruto? Not as amiss, I hope. Just making sure everything's right on this end. A gift for a man much in demand of late. People expect great things of him now. Greater than he's prepared for by his estimation. Thus, he is at the very moment studying at the words of La Brea. Under his fire too, as he hopes to gain further mastery over the creations here, that he might one day become Keyword himself. Although Master La Brea's harsh methods have more than once driven him to the verge of surrender, his determination to prove himself always drags him back from the brink. It's like, you have so little time. It's like, you don't want to say this, because it's just like, that's going to bring up more questions. It sounds like, it's like, part of me wants to be like, they have so little time. Like, it's just kind of like, you say it passively, like, you're not thinking about it. It's just like, I'm gonna want to see what she says for this one, because I'm curious now. So, you should have more faith, Naruto. I assure you. The pace grows leaves not to be. Though I do wonder if he rather yearn after he comes into his own. That said, I would understand you was to be there when he sees your... Was that I could witness his reaction myself. Keyword, we received word. He said he'll be returning. His message is well received. Yes, I see in this a tidy solution. When he arrives, tell him to attend me here. Say that there is something I would show him. I want you to choose a suitable dark place from which to eavesdrop, Marco. When the moment is right, send the puppet this way. Thus shall we both be privy to his reaction. He, as you, remain undetected, while such the feuds will usually fall outside my duties as keyword. Rest assured, I'm happy to help. I see that Master Labrea has not softened. You've done well to endure his methods. Sometimes I feel he's become even more difficult. Were I not recently made privy to his true nature, I would have been and helped within moments. Such is the way of nurturing your talents, I suppose. I know, he still aggravates me, but I've come to see that even our quarrels are a means to know him better, as a father and one of the 14 both. Ah, yes. I called you here because I had something to tell you. And that's our cue. Go on, little one. Demas, why are you so small? Ah, Bobbit. I see. But who managed to render such a striking likeness? They asked me not to divulge the identity. I can say only that they have your best interest at heart. How curious. I think such a gift would arrive so soon after I met with the man himself. I happened to run into him at the Words of Labrea. It was my first time speaking with him in capacity as Elobis, but he was as friendly as ever. He told me of yet more big-legged plants from the words of Halamont which had escaped and taken root in a region designed for Lothric. Lothric! Lothric! That's Gaia! My was the seat of Lothric. That's Gaius! Oh my god! Oh my god! We are getting reference to Gaia. He told me yet more big-legged plants from the woods of Halamut. Now I'm wondering, do we know this? Now there's something I need to check out. Do we know what Halamut is? I want to say that's Lothrith's lover, but I can't. But Lothrith is Gaia's seed. So when he says, which had escaped and taken root in the region designed for Lothrith's creations, or Gaia's thing, make proper assessments quite impossible. Thermus was called upon to judge whether to switch testing ground for convenience or uproot the unwelcome creations. So soon after returning from Pandemonium, he said he finds such minor squabbles a welcome change. And of course, we spoke of Naruto. Naturally. Can we ask your admirer to make a likeness of her as well? As much as I would like that, I don't believe, unlike Thermus and I, Naruto is bound to her own small domain. I think she rather belongs to the entire star. To keep her, or even an imitation, confined here would feel wrong. But us are both dear friends, and no tangible proof to be certain of our bond. Though I admit that it will be nice to have a reminder, at least of one of them around. I'm glad to hear it. Now, I believe you have duties to return to. You wouldn't mind fetching the reports from Pertinia on the new creation sent from Elpis. Gladly keep word with them. And little Thermus here will come with me. That turned out well, wouldn't you say? Etheros has a new companion, and you were able to witness his joy at meeting him. Each and every warder here owes you a great debt. I hope that charade helped repay mine in a small way. I must attend to my own work, but I wish you all the best. Whether or not we meet again, fairly well. This makes it even more sad! I wanted to end on a high note, but it's just like, nah. We're gonna make you cry a little bit. It's like there's not, even when you're saying like there's not enough time. There's not enough time. You know, like the end of days is going to happen for them like soon, and it's just like, and you're just like, there's nothing I can do. Cause a little bit even says, no matter what you do to change the past will happen. You may prolong it, you may even hold it off for a while, but it will happen. So even if we did find a way to help them like slow the end of days, so they had some more time, the end of days would have still happened and they still would have died out. So it's just that sad to know that there's nothing you can do. You're this powerful warrior who defeated the original thing, but the problem is, no matter what you do, you can't help them. And I think that's the part that sucks the most here. There you are, Nora. Judging by the grin on your face, I trust the mammoth is safely in hands. I knew we can count on you. May the doll provide him some small reprieve from the stress of his station. Speaking of which, I know you had to pull yourself from your own adventures to take care of this little errand, so I don't intend to let you go on your way. That's why we committed from the start. I dare say Thermus will be delighted to travel a whole new era by your side. Well, then we got that out of the way, and now that I'm a little sad and a little broken a little bit, that kind of just makes you sad. And think about it, because it's just like, oh, excuse me for yawning, but it makes you sad because it's just like, you know what's going to happen to them. You know. Mr. Sean, it's always an honor. Valcona has stepped away to attend to a pressing matter, but he should join you before long. Oh, you're all here too. Valcona summoned us, though, if truth be told, Alphino and I have been seeing quite regularly of late. He asked us to share our knowledge of Hannish culture, you see, in hopes of strengthening your alliance. We were of course happy to oblige you. Crowell and I were likewise summoned. Otherwise, we've been carrying on with our work, compiling information on the Golden City. My grandfather embarked on his investigation 20 years ago. With our report, we shall finish what he started. Unless you wonder, Thancred and Urianger have left to resume their tour of Tyrol. Yestola, meanwhile, is back to researching cross-rift travel. She was here just a few days ago to get Conan's permission to investigate living memory. By the way, she mentioned wanting to take a look at the key in your keeping at some point. Very well. If the look she had in her eye was any indication, I suggest you brace yourself for when she comes calling. You're likely to be stuck with her for a while. Oh, great. It's like, oh, great. I'm doomed. As for Astinians, we know neither where he is nor what he's doing. Some things never change. The more things change, the more they stay the same. My apologies for the delay. Think nothing of it. We took advantage of the time to catch up. So, what can we do for you? Hopefully, present company is enough. Whatever it is you need. The matter of which I have summoned you pertains to Alexandria. A state funeral will be held in Seleucine to mourn the passing of Queen Sveen. King Gulja and his administration have invited us to attend. While certain issues remain unresolved between our nations, such as the treatment of Unistami, I see no reason not to attend. For generations, the Alexandrians lived without even the awareness of death. I wouldn't have expected them to have a funeral rite still. Apparently, members of Oblivion unearthed records of ceremonies that were conducted in the Alexandrite of old. It was they who put forth the proposal that the queen be thus honored. Leave it to that lot to think of such things. The people of Alexandria no longer forgot the departed. They're being confronted with the idea of death for the first time. I suspect our friends wanted to do something for them. But through Speen, though Speen was but a single outcome, she was nonetheless a pillar for her people. The pain of her passing must run deep. Indeed, a funeral will give Alexandrians the chance to come together to express their grief, that they might overcome it. I wasn't sure at first, but I decided to go, not only to be there for Gulool Ja, but to put this chapter behind us. That I requested your presence is none other than to see if you wish to attend the funeral. You need Speen as well, after all. Sometimes I wonder if there wasn't another way. You and me both. We both made our choices for what comes. As vow, I intend funeral in an official capacity. I owe it to the Alexandrian people to bear witness to their grief. I'd like it if you could come. If you could be there to watch them like you did all throughout the rite of succession. I feel the rest of us should go too. Regardless of the reason, the fact remains that we deprived Alexandria of a beloved ruler. It's only right that we remember who Speen was to her people and to others. So let us stand with you. Then it's decided. Let us head to Solution 9 and look for Gulool Ja in the back room. I really do feel like I wish there was another way. I really do wish that. But it was just like, it's either them or us. And I have no... Right, I just hate that Speen had to die. Though I too would ideally turn the field given the circumstances. I think it's best that Lemity represents us. Besides, I need to be on hand to oversee the city's repairs, which is taking longer than expected. When the work is complete, we'll finally look into installing new drones. Yeah, I don't think that one's going to fit both of y'all. Or it would fit both of you, but I don't think it's going to be good. But to have Father Thrones here still makes me feel he is close by. I'm quite happy for it to remain for a while. And I need to turn off this. Okay, there we go. Let's do it. Oil invitation. Hold on, I need to mute this real quick.